Hey, welcome to Wealthy Church. I am so excited that you have joined us here this morning. I'm going to tell you something great is going to happen to you today. Man, I'm telling you, are you expecting? Are you in anticipation? I'm telling you, when you live a lifestyle of expectation and anticipation, it gives you power. It gives you power. It gives you strength to go through whatever you got to go through to achieve the dream that's inside of your heart, to manifest your divine assignment from God. Hey, today, we are going to talk about the two most important gifts that you can give to somebody. That's right. The two most important gifts that you can give to somebody. So listen, as you're joining on, as you're coming in, I want you to hit the share. That's what we do. Hey, we got to tell others about what? Wealthy Church. And one of the ways we're able to do that is we're able to go up as a community of people. We're able to go up and just hit the share. I share it on my different platforms, my different groups, to get the word out, to get a dose of positivity in people's lives on Sunday morning, every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. So thank you so much for sharing it. Please comment down below. And as always, as a church community, if you have any prayer request or anything like that, all you got to do is just DM us. And my wife and I, we will pray, we will lock in and believe God with you that change and turnaround will happen in your life. We believe here at Wealthy Church that one of our secret weapons, right, is prayer. We believe that prayer works. We believe that prayer changes things here at Wealthy Church. So we're so excited to come to you every morning at 9 a.m. And we've been doing this now for 2 years, man. 2 years every Sunday morning, ever since the pandemic hit. I just said, man, I'm going live on Sunday. You're not going to stop me from spreading the good news. And so on Sunday, we dive into the scriptures and we learn how to live a wealthy life, not just a rich life, because we explain here at Wealthy Church that becoming rich, which is not an evil pursuit, it's not an evil achievement neither, but being rich, which means you have a lot of money. That's great. But being rich is at one level, being wealthy is at a whole nother level, because being wealthy, in my mind, right, is in 6 different areas of your life. When you're wealthy, you have your spirituality, you're connected with God. When you're wealthy, you have a good mindset, your mentality, right? When you're wealthy, you also have relational wealth, right? And when you're wealthy, you also have professional wealth. When you're wealthy, you also have physical wealth. And when you're wealthy, you also have financial wealth. All six of those things is what the wealthy lifestyle is all about. And that's what God wants for you. He wants you to be spiritually, He wants you to be mentally, He wants you to be physically, He wants you to be relationally, He wants you to be professionally, and He wants you to be financially abundant in all 6 areas. And if one area is deficient, you got to start working on it. You got to fix that area. So thank you for attending Wealthy Church, where our theme is be more, do more, and have more. That there's always more for us. Live in an expectation that this is not my best life I'm living right now. There is more for me. And if you believe that, I want you to post yes down below. Come on, all of you. Come on, just post down below. Post yes. That's what I'm talking about, right? So I'm so excited. I'm so excited about today's message because today we're going to talk about the two most important gifts that you can give anybody. And I started this message last week talking to mothers. And one of the things that I noted was in John 13, verse 15, it says this, it says, "For I have given you an example that you should do as I have done." Wow, watch this. I have given you something. I have given you an example. What are the two things that all of us need to succeed in life, to live the wealthy lifestyle? You need two things. Number one, you need a picture of your future, of what you are creating. Let me get that straight. The first thing you need is a picture of your future, of where you're going in life, what you are creating in life. Because remember this, birds build nests, beavers build dams, bees build beehives, and humans build futures. That's right. So your responsibility is to put the picture, to have a picture of a future of what you want to build. That's what makes you like God. In the beginning, God created. So God revealed himself as creator. I am creator. And he wants us to know we are creators of our future too. We are not victims. The second thing is we all need a picture, an example, just like Jesus said here, "For I have given you something." I have given you a picture, an example that you can follow. It's hard to aim at something that you can't see. It's hard to become something that you haven't been around and you haven't been able to assimilate those actions, those behaviors, those daily habits, that way of thinking. It's hard to be able to become something you haven't been around or you haven't seen. But here's what we know. We end up becoming the environment that we are born and raised in. Because of this, we learn a lot more by what we see than by what we hear, or even by what we've been taught. Because of that creative ability within us, we grab onto pictures of our environment, and most people, 95% of people, they embrace the environment they live, and they have the pictures of the environment they were raised in. And guess what happens to them? They will create the same environment in which they were born into. Except for there's those 5%ers. Those 5% who defy the odds. They're a very unique breed. They are the ones who look at what they were brought up in and say, "I don't want that. I'm going to become the opposite of exactly how I was raised, of exactly how I was, the environment that I was born into. And I'm going in a new direction." Some people, like myself, the 5%ers. I was not born in a perfect environment. I was not raised in the abundance of prosperity. I was raised poor. And so that was the environment I was raised in. But I was fortunate enough to have some friends who had parents that were some of the most successful leaders in our city. So I was exposed to a level of wealth, to another lifestyle, another environment. I was exposed to a whole new way of living and thinking. And guess what? Because I was exposed, exposure is transformational, my friend. Being exposed to a lifestyle that you don't even know exists, a way of thinking that you've never been taught before, a way of behaving, a way of living, being exposed is all so transformational, because you can't create something that you haven't seen before. But once you see it, you have a choice. I see people who live another life than what I am living. And then I say one of two things. That's the life I want to live. And that is a righteous and a good pursuit. And go after it. Or you can say, which most of the 95% do. Oh, those people have taken advantage of us people. It's us versus them. Oh, it's the poor versus the rich. And the rich and the successful are evil, demonic, abusive. They push us down. And so we say, we label that as, that's not who I want to become. I don't want to become that. And then because you don't want to become that, guess what? God put within you the reticular activation system. What is the reticular activation system? The reticular activation system is a system within you to help you succeed if you use it right. The reticular activation system is a system within you that helps you find what you're looking for. Meaning, if you wanted a car and you say, I want this car. Boy, this is a nice car. I like this car. Woo, this Corvette in orange. Have you seen the new Corvette? The C8 in orange? Woo, man, woo, that's nice looking, right? This week, I was looking at the one in white. I was looking at a white one. I'm like, wow, that's nice. That's nice. That's pretty. That's pretty in white. I ordered a black one with red interior. And it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait. I am the next in line. I'm the next in line. I've been waiting for a year and a half. I'm the next in line to order mine. I'm so excited. I'm so juiced. But here's what I'll tell you. Once you find that car, now your reticular activation goes into play. And before, I wasn't seeing Corvettes. But now my reticular activation is in play. Now I can see the Corvettes all the time, the new C8. I spot them. I notice them all the time. That's your reticular activation. It's like you thought you bought this car. You thought you're the only one. Ooh, I got this new color. Ooh, I got this new car. Now you begin to see the same car all the time. What is that? That's your reticular activation system. And so if you look at people who are wealthy and successful and label them as evil, your reticular activation system is going to kick in. And then you are going to find people who are successful, who are wealthy, and you're going to look for proof that they're evil. And so your mind is going to find people who became wealthy that committed suicide. They got wealthy, but they're alcoholics. They go to the Betty Ford. Yeah, see there, those wealthy and successful people. They all do bad stuff. Yeah, look at this person. This person had a lot of money and she killed herself. She committed suicide. Look at that. Money is not the answer. And that has nothing to do with it. No, it's a mental illness. Money didn't have nothing to do with it. It was a mental illness. That's what took her out. That's what took him out. But oh no, yeah, check, man. Woo, that's right, man. You get a lot of money, you go crazy. Michael Jackson, look at Michael Jackson, look at Michael Jackson. Oh, look at Robin Williams. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. And they throw all these examples at you, right? Of all these successful people who did dumb stuff, who made bad decisions, who divorced their wife, who did this, who did that. And all you can find, because your reticular activation system, all you can find is all the people who do wrong and say, yeah, that is supporting my belief system. That is supporting that, man, I don't want to be that. And then it also helps you with your justification system. So justification kicks in and says, yeah, and you look at your life and your life stinks and it's miserable. And you've had plenty of thoughts of committing suicide, but you don't. And so you then justify, but I'm going to justify. That helps me to justify my laziness, my lack of purpose and pursuing my purpose, my lack of internal hunger, my lack of ambition to do something with my life. And now I see a picture that should be a picture of something you should aim for. It becomes a picture of something you X out. It becomes cancel culture to you. No, I don't want that. But yet you're miserable where you're at. So our reticular activation system, it doesn't go looking for, whoa. You got plenty of examples of people who got really wealthy, but they're not happy, committed suicide, did crazy stuff, did evil stuff. Oh yeah, there's people with money who do evil stuff. I ain't going to deny that. But where's your list of people who do evil stuff, commit suicide, are miserable and unhappy? Where's your other side of the ledger of all the people who are living in poverty, who are struggling every day, who are doing bad stuff? Where's that list? It's like I hear pastors say, I don't want teaching in my church on getting rich because I've had a couple members who I saw with my own eyes. I saw with my own eyes, Dr. Johnson. I saw them get rich and they left the church and they left God. I'm like, ooh. Yeah, well, where's your list of all the people who thought God was going to be like magic to them and their financial situation? They listened to you and, this year God's going to just turn everything around and miraculously wave his wand over your life and everything's going to change and checks are coming in the mail and opportunities are coming your way. What happened to those people who went a whole year and it never manifests, and then they have hope deferred? And then they quit on God. It's like, hey, my life didn't change one bit. Matter of fact, you said it's going to get better. This year got worse. I got fired. I got the pink slip. Hey, I went through COVID. What happened to 2020 is going to be the best year of my life. And 10 people died in my life. 10 people, 10 family members. Well, we don't count those. Teaching you a powerful principle here today. That you need a picture in your heart, in your spirit, where imagination is there. It's the tool God gave you, an imagination, an image maker, an ability to create images. But you got to fill the imagination with a picture, and you got to find somebody. That's who I want to become. That's what I want to do. You got to find an example. Jesus says, watch me. I was the example. I serve the masses. Watch my example. Watch how I live. Watch what I do, not what I say. I'm giving you a picture of who you could be, what you could do, what you could have. I'm showing you a lifestyle with no restrictions, no limitations, a lifestyle of possibility living. I'm going to show you how to work miracles, how to be a miracle worker. Taking nothing and making it something. I'm going to show you. Watch how I do it so I can give you a picture of how you can live your life. Jesus never lacked, except for on the cross. That was it. And that's because one time he had to know what it felt like to have nothing, zero, zilcho, no clothes, no food. I thirst. First time I've ever experienced this. I thirst. No clothes, no money in his pocket, no place to live. On the cross, he became poor so that you, wow, what an example. I gave my life as a ransom for many. A man to follow. I don't want to just touch my family. People say, well, you know, Dr. Johnson, this is just about my family. And you know what? As long it's just me and my family, as long as I'm happy with me and my family. Oh, you're selfish, man. I mean, that all sounds good until you start thinking about it. Really, you're selfish. Selfish? Yeah. It's just you and your family. That's selfish. Jesus didn't say, I gave my life as a ransom from my mama Mary. My mama Mary. Mary, I gave my life. This is all for you, Mary. It's all for you, Mary. No. That's why I say in my book, I hope you got it. I'm talking right out of my book this morning, Financial Fast Track. I dive deep into the imagination and the reticular activation system. I talk about this in my book and my Financial Fast Track University. 11 days, where I help you fix the money problems in your life, where I help you fix the picture problem. Because if we don't fix that first, you're going to keep manifesting the picture that's inside your heart. You're going to keep manifesting. You got pictures of poverty and middle class and just living a compromised life of going halfway instead of all the way. You're going to manifest that in your life. Your outer world is simply a picture of your inner world, of what's going on. Well, I'm not into all that. Well, yeah, that's a picture of your inner world. Well, there's things more important. Oh, okay. According to your faith, so be it, my brother, my sister. Financial Fast Track. Hey, we still have copies of this. I hope you've got it by now. And if you're watching me for the first time, make sure you go over. My wife and I, we bought the entire first run of the Financial Fast Track, How to Experience Abundance, Accelerate Results, and Eliminate Bad Debt. We bought the whole thing. And all you got to do is go right here, financialfasttrack.com, financialfasttrack.com, and you can pick up this book. And it's my gift to you. All you do is pay for the shipping and handling. And we add in a couple cool bonuses that I'm not going to go into right now. But I give you a whole coaching session on the fast coaching experience where I help you identify the number one break in your mind. What's your number one stronghold? That's what a stronghold is. A mindset that is resistant to change. That's what it is. And if you're struggling financially, there is some sort of stronghold in your head that you got to discover. You got to identify it. You got to tear it down and get rid of it. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, post down below, say yes. Yes, it's our gift to you. It's our gift to you. So I want you to see this. You need a picture. You need a new picture. If you don't like your life conditions, you need a picture. Now, I'm going to show you this right here. I want to show you this right here. You will say to your child, right? You can watch. You will say to your child, man, you can be more. Man, you can do more. You could do anything you want. You could become anything you want. If that's true, post yes down below. Have you ever said that to your child? Yeah, you could be anything you want. You could do anything that you want to do. Man, if you want to become the President of the United States, you can do it. You can have more. You can have anything you want. Have you ever told your child that? Oh, I bet you have. I bet you have. But watch this. You can tell that to your child all you want. But you don't even believe it. I want you to think about this. You tell your child they can be more, they can do more, they can have anything that they possibly want, but they watch you doing nothing. What picture are you giving your child? How can they believe deep down in their soul that they can be more, that they can do more, that they can have more, that they can help more people? How can they believe that when they're seeing a picture of you doing nothing? What picture are you giving your kids? That's the life they're going to create. I don't know why I can't get my kid to sleep. He wants to play video games all night long. How do we get him to bed? What picture are you guys showing the kid of what you're doing? They're seeing you do nothing but play video games, watch TV, get drunk, smoke dope, laze around, and you wonder why? What picture are you showing your kids? Are you showing them an achiever? You're telling them they can do anything, but then they look at a person that isn't doing what it takes to take care of their family, provide for their family, give them an upbringing that they could be proud of. Hey man, I'm not kicking you to the curb. I'm not trying to be hard. I'm just trying to wake some people up. It's like we've got 95% of bad examples in the earth. And what people need is a picture of the 5%. What your kids need is a picture of the 5%. What you need to do is show them a picture, not of a parent getting up 15 minutes before they got to go to work and hurrying around and taking off. We need a picture of what does a successful person do? A successful person doesn't lay in bed till noon, doesn't lay in bed till 10 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning. A successful person beats the sun up at 5 a.m. in the morning and gets moving and gets going and does something. Whoa, look at dad. Whoa, look at mom. Woo, wow. And when they get older, what are they going to do? Model you. So I'm done. I hope you've enjoyed this. I really hope you've enjoyed this. I've given my best here today to stir you up, to get you fired up for Wealthy Church. Because, listen, the world needs better examples. And we can no longer leave it to other people. You be the change that you want to see in the earth. Gandhi said that. You be the change. I want the world to change. You be the change. And your kids will look at you and say, wow, look what mama did. Look what daddy did. Or if you're an aunt or an uncle, cousin, whatever. Wow, look at what they did. Not the talk out of your mouth. He didn't say, look at what I said to you. No, Jesus says, he says, I've given you something more than just a bunch of rhetoric and a bunch of talk. That's a lot of what we've got today, a bunch of rhetoric and a bunch of talk. But we don't have a lot of examples, models of success, of people who go from nothing and become something. I read in the paper, coming from Abuja, Nigeria, flying home, and someone had a big paper and it said, the American dream is dead. Let me tell you something. It's not dead for foreigners. The only person who believes the American dream is dead are Americans. Last time I checked, nobody's leaving Key West to jump in the waters to swim over to Haiti. I don't see a great, people accuse, man, so-and-so gets elected, I'm leaving the country. I haven't seen him leave yet. These are movie stars, the rich people. They can live anywhere they want to in the country, but they're still in America. They've been all over the world, but they're still in America. This is still the most prosperous, abundant place to live. If you can't succeed here, trust me, I've been all over. No better place than the United States of America. You have no excuse. You have no excuse. And it's not too late. You got to wake up. You got to shake yourself. It's you got to say, whoa! It's time for change. It's time for transformation. Where does some of that start? Hey, sometimes it starts with a book. I know you love God. That's why you're listening to this broadcast. You got a great walk with God, but you got a money problem. You got a financial problem. You got to fix these things. You haven't had it's not your fault, some of you. It's not your fault. You haven't had a good example. You didn't have a good example, and you modeled what your parents were. You did what they did. You're following in their pattern. You have become who they are, even if you don't dislike them. You can change. you can change. You can be the 5%er that says, no, this generational modeling stops with me, not curse. This generational modeling, it stops with me. I am not going to do what my parents did. I am not going to act like them, behave like them, do what they did, function the same way, think like they think. I'm going in another direction, a completely another direction. And it all starts with one decision. That's why I'm promoting fast. God and money love speed. Life changes at the speed of decisions, my friend. One decision, and your life can totally look different. It's all you are away. The difference between the poor and the wealthy is the poor have never made the decision. What's the decision? A decision isn't like, maybe, maybe not. A decision is, we're going to take the island and we're going to burn the boats. There is no going back. I'm going to my promised land. I'm going to my wealthy place. I am going to be the example for others to see. Somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching you. And someone needs you to be a picture for them. If he did it, I can do it. If Keith Johnson can come down to Florida with $800 in his pocket, $800 in his pocket, with no car, no place to live, no friends, no connections, and become a multi-million-dollar producer and live the lifestyle he is living, why can't I? You can, my friend. You can. But you've got to make the decision. I love you deeply. I love you deeply. That's why I come every Sunday morning to challenge you. This is a divine challenge, I'm telling you, from God. It's time to get your act together. It's time to wake up. It's time to shake yourself from lethargy and mediocrity and the casual spirit of passivity in our society. It's time to wake up, shake yourself, and say, man, I'm going to climb a new mountain. I'm going to climb to the top. I'm not going to stop halfway like most people do. I'm going to finish this journey. I hope you're getting that. And the best thing you can do is say, God, I need your help. Make a decision and say, God, you are my secret sauce to getting to the top of this mountain. I know I have no connections, no money, no relationships. I'm down at the bottom, Lord, but you are my secret sauce. And you just need me believing that we can get there together. All things are possible to him who believes. And just like I tell my children, you can be anything, do anything, achieve anything, have anything. I hear my Heavenly Father saying the same thing to me. Let me be a good example, Lord. In Jesus' name. Amen and amen. Hope you enjoyed this today. Hit the share button because this has been like flaming young. If you're watching by replay, hit hashtag replay. And don't forget, jump over if you haven't got it yet, financialfasttrack.com. Grab my new book. It's a great place to start. It's a great place to start. You don't have because you don't know something. And anything you need and you want is hidden in the book somewhere. Got to start being a reader, a listener, grab the information, go through my university. If you don't like to read, the audiobook is now available on Audible. Some of you who have Amazon, you can get it for free. I think you can listen to it for free if you're part of the Amazon package. You get one a month. You can listen to it. Can't get any better than free. Boy, they're taking all of our excuses away, aren't they? They sure are. God bless everybody. Don't forget, all those of you who support Wealthy Church, thank you so much. I believe our life begins to change the moment we give. We give people a picture and we sow seed. When we sow money seed, I believe what we sow, we reap, right? And if we're not givers, if we're not contributors, if we're not seed sowers, we're not going to reap the harvest that we want. So I want to thank all of you who support Wealthy Church on a regular basis. We are believing for 300 people to support us on a monthly basis. And you can do that by going to wealthychurch.com, paypal.com/confidence, Cash App at Dr. Keith Johnson, or you can call 352-597-8775 to get behind us and to support us. And we'll send you out one of my books called Potential, The Secret Power of 10. And I have a prophetic newsletter that I send out, and we'll get that to you in the mail. In the mail. Yeah. No emails, personal letter from me. And we'll stay in touch with you that way. So today, I want to thank all of you who are our regular supporters. It means so much to me. Thank you. We will see you again. We'll see you again next Sunday for Wealthy Church. I'm your wealth pastor. Thank you for joining, and we will